Did they go to the other cities and they kicked out of their city hall because they didn't want to have people to them?
No.
Or are you going to all the cities? Or is it because the city of Calexico is so culturally, artistically involved in everything and they have...
Why would they not want anything to do with it?
No.
No.
What we've been doing with that development program, John Cito, whose name you have on here, has been doing what we call field research. He's pretty much in each county just researching what cultural organizations, activities are going on. And he, right now, has pulled up conversations with Sandra, with the staff and the city of Brawley, and other places. And in those conversations, what we're trying to do is trying to get a sense of who is interested in going beyond their own little niche, and I don't mean little in a negative way, but whatever they're serving, to kind of think about the entire county. And in that conversation, Brawley felt they were kind of interested, but then when they talked to their county board supervisor, or they talked to their members, they felt that at this point that they're better served their own city before they go on beyond that.
Maybe it might be too much to take
It
on.
might be too much of that.
And John was just, as we call it, discovery research. So it wasn't like we went to them and made a presentation and you're a second choice. And we talked to Sandra and Sandra said, yes, we'd be interested. Please, we'd like to hear about the possibility. Yeah, well, there's two ways for us to go about this, these 7 counties. One is to find another organization that's doing a similar thing and see if they want to expand. The other one is just start from scratch and see what community leaders are there.
And we do have a
That's
connection.
what we're kind of doing both.
Yeah, we do have a connection, like I said, with County Board of Supervisors, Roberta, who just left about a year ago. And our director was in communication with her a couple of years ago, and she was really adamant about trying to create an arts council in Imperial. And then she's still interested in the arts, but she's left the CDA or CEO position of the County Board of Suits. And since our director is connected to the Board of Suits, with the lack of conversation with Roberta, she just asked us to continue to look in this county, see who's interested, because ultimately whoever chooses to step up to the plate and serve this county, you still need an interaction with the County Board of Suits. Your board, the County Board of Supervisor, will have to at some point designate you as the body that would serve this county. When John was talking to Sandra, and in this conversation, John felt that the conversation merited a further conversation, and thus, since we've been traveling a little bit, Rob and I said, we've been in San Diego, I was in San Diego last week doing some work down there. All right, well, why don't we just take a drive over there, and I'll jump in the car with you and come on down and just talk.
So, yes, you have another question?
I think that here in Calexico, we've made some stride over the years. We've really developed. And then the point of which I think there is a need to extend it countywide. And you would provide us with financial and technical assistance. But then it sounds a little daunting in the sense if the other cities that would make up the county are not part of this. Are there other cities in Imperial other than Calexico? We said yes. Brawley.
To begin with.
Well, other cities in what respect?
Well, I mean, you're saying countywide, right?
Yes.
So that means that, if I understand this right, we have to work with the cities within the county, correct? We have to develop and make sure as many cities or all cities have an arts commission or not necessarily an arts commission.
Not necessarily. It depends on the county. Each county defines its own niche, if you will. For example, you can talk about Tehama and Glenn. You guys have been over there.
That's a very good point. Is that Tehama and Glenn County? No, it's Tehama and Calusa. These are organizations that the board is the organization. They have no paid staff.
That's it.
and they do like 2 or 3 events a year. So still, they're serving the county. It's not like we require that they have an office in every city or that sort of network. It's more. Well, no, it's more. If your mission is to serve the county, then be realistic in terms of what you can actually do.
And who's on board. But to me, it would be a very viable goal to create as much art and culture, as many cities as possible. But that would be a great challenge at this point in time.
Like, for example, I guess we have been serving, in a way, we have been serving our Carroll County, because we have had exhibitions, which we invite, we put in the newspaper, we send out flyers, and people have been participating. We had the last exhibition we had people from Imperial, Brawley, Hopefield, parts of Imperial County have participated. They brought their materials. So, in a way, we have been inviting people from Imperial County.
I think to answer your question, ideally, if you have members of the different cities, or if your county board of supervisors had, the districts that they represent, have members that are interested in contributing to the discussion and the development of arts and culture in your county, that is the ideal. But if you don't have that to begin with, what I think the program that Rob is running right now, the development program, is in some counties, maybe they don't even understand the value of all their cultural resources. Yeah. So maybe the first thing we might be able to help with would be some kind of plan by which somebody can maybe be hired as a consultant to kind of go through Imperial and get an idea of what those cultural resources are. And then it is a 3-year plan. The program that Rob's running is a 3-year program to try to get that county up to speed to become a partner. Or if the county is well developed, more developed than we think, maybe it is to go right into partnerships. We can't tell you what that is. You have to tell us. I think he had a question.
I can back that first. I was going to say, have you talked to the IDEC, Economic Development Corporation, because that could be a good place to start as well.
And also, Supervisor Carrillo and I are on the Carroll County Commission, which went away for a while, and it just recently came back, and it's taken 2 years to evolve, to get it back on track. There's a part-time executive director, and right there, everything moves really slow, but there's been movies being filmed here in the valley, and we're just right now in the process of putting the board, the film commission completely together, but they're working hand in hand with the county, and it's all inclusive of their representatives. So would that be part of, could you help me?
Yeah, it would be, absolutely, it would be part of the commission's mission, I think, would be support arts and culture in the county, and that would be finding a way to support things like that. I want to I want to say one thing about the nuts and bolts.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying. Yeah, I want to make sure, like if I say, hey, put me on the list, join me up, I want to volunteer, where do I step up to, what do I do?
This sticker that we have. Okay, so the partnership program, currently those grants are being funded at $15,000, so we hope to do more. Sometimes we've done better, but that requires a $1 match. This development program requires no match of that. We currently have a grant, I think, Sandra, you have a copy of it there? Yes, and that's for the development program. And it has a suggestion of $10,000 class. Now, it could be more. Because the technical assistance got a lot of flexibility.
Could be less.
It could be less. It could be less. It could be more.
We would like a match. If you don't have a match, then perhaps in-kind.
Well, no match is required. But
What do you mean technical assistance? Can you clarify that?
well,